Well, at the end of the year, all the boys are getting ready to go home, and they pay you travel in the league. And that's the only thing that I was warned about. Get your travel up front before you go home. They tell you they're going to mail it to you, they're lying. So all these boys take off, and it's been a week. Me and a couple of my other buddies, we're still down there partying, hanging out. It's getting to be nice weather, spring break. We'll figure, what the hell, we'll stay down, we'll golf for a little bit, and we'll get our money, and then we'll go home. Well, all the boys start calling, they're not getting their money. So they're dodging them. The team doesn't have the money. They don't want to pay it out. So we start squatting in the house we're living on the beach. People are coming to try to do renos, and we're squatting in this house. So I invited Dafoe, Murray, and a couple of boys come down for a week for a visit. So we're still squatting in this house. Finally, they kick us out. My buddy that's there that we met, that was a booster, owns a chain of hotels. So he lets us stay in a hotel up there. And then a couple of these other nice boosters. One was a doc, lives on the beach. He's like, yeah, you can come over and bring your buddies over for a nice dinner. And, you know, we'll take care of you the last week until you get your money. I'm like, okay, this will be perfect. So we're staying in the hotel or whatever. The first few nights we go out and get a little too drunk and come back. Well, Dafoe starts telling the lady at the front desk that he's me and he's just getting free rooms. So the lady's giving him rooms and he's just ending up in other rooms. He's just hanging out, doing whatever he wants. I have no idea what this is going on until my buddy calls me the next day. He's like, hey, I already gave you 2 rooms for free for a week. Like, you can't just get rooms whenever you want. Like, you know, if you got some girls, like, 1 room's fine, but not 1 room every night. And I'm thinking, what is going on? Yeah, Dafoe was just getting rooms. He didn't know where his room was. He just come in and get a new one every night because the hotel was dead.
Holy God.
So after that,
what a guy.
halfway through the week, we go down to this doctor's house. And he lives on the beach where we used to live and just got kicked out. And we're talking, he's got a mansion on the beach where the front of the house faces the ocean. In the back, you can go into the bay kind of in behind where he parks his big yacht. He's got an elevator in the middle of his house. And so I'm taking the boys down here. I'm going, Dafoe, like, be respectful here, right? Like, these guys got a lot of money, nice things. Like, let's just take it easy. We can't get too shit-faced and start breaking stuff and getting too wild. So, yeah, no problem. Well, I know the doc likes to drink, and so does his wife. I'm like, this could get messy. We get there. We're hanging out. They cook these big, nice steaks and everything for dinner. We get into their wine. Dafoe's going up and down the elevator with his wife, riding it up and down the house. Dafoe's having a great time. Well, the doc catches him in the elevator. All of a sudden, he looks over, and he's got the cargo shorts back in the day with the big pockets in it. His shorts leaking as he's riding up and down this guy's fancy elevator in the middle of his house. So he's thinking, oh, he spilled some wine on it. No, Dafoe had stuck one of the steaks in his cargo shorts, thinking he was going to take it home for leftovers later. And he had it in his pocket for an hour, and it was leaking blood down the side of his pants. So the doc goes, hey, don't worry. I was going to make you some to-go plates. You know, I'll take that out of your pocket for later. Oh, I was so embarrassed.
I can't wait to jerk Dafoe know that. Did you ever get your money from Pensacola that, was it the first year?
I did, actually. And it was funny. It took right till the end. Dafoe and them missed their flight home, of course. That whole trip was just a mess, but he missed their flight home because they were in looking at clothes at the airport. They were buying shirts.
They probably
wouldn't let Monks. He had friggin' blood on his pants from the steak.
And I think it was cheap and duty free or something. So they were buying clothes. They missed their flight. They had to take another one. I think it was from Atlanta, their changeover flight. So I waited an extra day or two, got my money, and then I ended up coming home. I don't think they paid a lot of the guys out, though. I think they only paid us because we were squatting in that house and they needed to honestly rent it out for the summer.
Yeah, and you were there, right? So Dafoe tries to buy cheap pants, and his other ones are bloody, and then loses his flight, so ends up buying another flight ticket. What a guy.